Hi, my name is Masood. I'm here at the Hamilton's Farmers Market. It's been a local tradition for over 175 years, and we're here to see what makes this place so special in the city of Hamilton.
The Hamilton Farmers Market has been around since 1837, and originally it was on the street where farmers were able to sell their produce. Later, towards 1885, the market hall was built under the copper-made dome, so food was sold all year round. There was a fire that consumed the market hall at the end of 1917, which made a need for shelters to be built 5 years later after the fire in 1922. There was much conflict over the cars and the market in 1950. 3 days a week, the market would take up the one-way street and people were complaining about how congested the market was. City Council voted in 1858 after 8 years of debate, and the marketplace was cleared to build a parking garage. The decision included an empty promise to preserve the historical nature, essential characteristics, and atmosphere of the open-air market. In 1950, there was 350 stalls, but there was only room for 160 cars in the parking garage. Over the years, there were many renovations and the parking garage has expanded, but in 2009 and 2010, demolition began. Adding a glass facade, programmable LED lights, by installing a fully restored bricks clock and nearly 70 new vendors which offered fresh, local, and imported foods, flowers, and more items that reflect and celebrate Hamilton's rich agricultural and cultural history. The market has stayed popular and in time honored the tradition of people looking to invest in their community.
I'm Cindy Buttram, and I'm the owner of Buttram Family Farm. We started up about 170 years ago. The family came over from England and they were one of the first settlers in Hamilton. And we've been farming every year for over 170 years and been on this market since the beginning of the market.
My name is Salar Madadi. This is my business Poke, and we're the first Poke bar in Canada. My wife and I had tried Poke 4 years ago on our honeymoon in Venice Beach, and we were just wandering down the boardwalk. We stumbled upon a place called Poke Poke, and it's just like a window in a wall. And it looked interesting, so we tried it out and we loved it. So we went back a bunch of times, and then every time we were in the States, we tried to find a Poke place.
So my name is Matthew Pigeon, and I work here at Eat Industries in the Farmers Market. I started the business with my partner Brandon Jackson. We opened the company about 8 months ago and inquired into availabilities here in the market. We started with 1 stall, and now we currently hold 2 with an application for our 3rd.
My name is Ian Walker. I work for Dilataire Bakery. The bakery started up about 8 years ago in Vineland when the chef and owner, Jan Campbell Luxton, decided he couldn't find any good bread around, and he decided to make his own.
Hi, my name is Philomena, and I am the owner of Lena's Coffee and Cookies.
And I'm Duarte. I am the husband of Philomena, and I'm the co-owner of Lena's Coffee and Cookies. The idea of the market started when both my wife and I found ourselves unemployed after the company we worked for went bankrupt. Our mother has already been doing it on a part-time basis, and we decided to try it out on a full-time basis by taking a spot at the market 25 years ago.
I come in the morning and put out the fresh stuff. We have 2 coolers here to keep everything really fresh, and we put them out, and then slowly customers start coming, and then we leave about 6 o'clock at night.
Stuff we get from the farmers market, we try to get as much as we can from the farmers market. Some things we can't get, so we get them from like an Asian specialty grocery store. But we're really excited about spring and summer, and when like produce starts coming back into season, our chef is excited to kind of just wander around in the market and see what's available and kind of build specials based on that.
So a typical day at Eat Industries is getting in, opening up the stalls. I go around the market gathering all the products that we need for the day, start prepping, usually around 11 o'clock. Then we start to finish the last minute details for our lunch service.
Oh, a typical day is different all the time. Lots of different people, lots of fun things going on. See a lot of regulars, a lot of people are excited to eat our food, but lots of new people all the time too. There's always something going on downtown Hamilton and always something going on in the farmers market.
Typical day is like a typical day in your home. You know, basically trying to scramble to get everything ready for before the public comes through the door, and there is some form of sort of regular routine in terms of the setup, the preparation. Also that there is the people that work here also rush through to get a cup of coffee and get their daily lives, going on. So there's a bit of routine to it.
How we've been so successful is I try to do what the customer needs. For instance, one day I was cutting up vegetables for my family so I could just go home and put them on the stove, and a customer came up and said, do you sell the cut up vegetables like that? And I'm like, sure, and I've been doing it ever since, and the customers really enjoy it.
I've always loved farmers markets, and my favorite markets have been ones that have a good mix of vendors and of places to eat interesting food. So we wanted to just kind of help build this market into being something more like that.
I really like all the access to the food, of course, but I also love how it's different every day. I love seeing people, I love talking with people, I get to meet interesting people.
Oh, the favorite part of working at the Hamilton Farmers Market is I have a million friends, and I'm actually feeding them, which is a really cool feature that people trust me to eat what we grow. And I am a part of their lives. Like, I've been on here 50 years. I started when I was 12, and they're all my friends. We grow our vegetables. We use no chemicals or sprays. We do it the old-fashioned way. I do the weeding and the hoeing, and it's so important not to eat all these toxic chemicals anymore.
The favorite part about being here every day is the relationships you develop with people. Over a 25-year period, it's become like a family. Yeah. We have like an extended family of customers and friends that drop by, and we catch up on their lives over a cup of coffee and cooking.
Yeah, I think the community should be more aware of the farmers market instead of bigger box stores. Every stall here is owned by a vendor. There's such a wide variety of fresh food and produce, and the market's really changed. And I think that it's a good time for people who haven't been to the market in a while to come back and try it out, or if they've never been here at all, to just come check it out.
I think the community should be more aware of the farmers market as opposed to big chain stores. I think there is a shift in dynamic that's going on now, and I think people are receptive and slowly progressing to what the market's becoming.
I think the community should be super aware of the market, and I think it should get way more attention than the local chain stores based on variety, how it helps the local economy, how there's access to good quality foods, healthier foods. People, when they eat fresh foods and shop regularly, have healthier diets than when they eat from cans and boxes and the types of things that are sold in grocery stores.
There is not enough awareness about the market out there. It is growing, especially with the younger generation. The demographics of the market have changed. You've seen the regular customers. Because of their age, some of them have passed on, and a lot of them just don't have the mobility to come to the market anymore. So there is a new generation of customers that we're trying to develop, and awareness is a great thing, because a lot of people can drive by there and don't even are aware that there is a market in here, right, or what the market is about, what this place has become, in terms of what it offers to the community.
Right. As you can see, the Hamilton Farmers Market has a great sense of both friendly atmosphere and family attitude, which is one of the reasons it's lasted so long, being one of Hamilton's great traditions.